CNN. I'm your host Zane.
And I'm Abdullah.
And your news for the week. Scary movie fans, Mr. Turkel's Fright Club will meet for the first time in March this Thursday. Snacks will be provided.
Calling all girls, softball tryouts will continue to run from Monday the 6th to Wednesday the 9th on the field. There's still spots left on the team, so please bring all your paperwork and remember to bring your A game. If you have any questions, please see Coach A in room 219.
We're excited to tell you about the Miller Scholars Academy. We're providing specialized bilingual tutoring in 12 different areas. Sign up with the QR code and select the area you would like to visit. You may select more than one area. Check our schedule that is posted around school for more details.
And we're still taking sign-ups until March 10th for our Walk for Water. If you have any questions, please stop by room 119 for more information.
And March is Women's History Month, and starting this Monday, March 6th, we'll be having Women's Drive to donate to a women's shelter. Items to bring in to donate are feminine hygiene products,
Toiletries,
laundry detergent,
hair tools,
and cosmetic items.
Yeah, so that's it for the announcements we have for now. Now, leading on to our reporters out on the field.
Hello, FDR. Today we're here with
Mr. Voltaire.
and Mr. Voltaire is a new dean. Mr. Voltaire, what is it like being a dean?
It's very challenging. It can be a little bit difficult sometimes, but for the past few weeks, it's been a good time. I help kids. Going to class, try to help kids. It's very fun. Yeah.
All right, since you're new to being a dean, is it different from what you were expecting?
Yes. At the beginning, I thought the kids were gonna be so mean. I was gonna have a lot of issues. I mean, we do have some issues, but for the most part, the kids are great. So they listen, they follow directions. So it's been pretty good so far.
All right, what is your favorite part of being a dean?
Taking the kids to class. Yeah. Usually when kids are on the hallway, I talk to them, taking them to class.
All right, thank you.
Hello, my name is Sarah, and today I'm here with the school aides
Duchesne Parker.
and Melissa Kelly. Today we're going to be discussing the long bathroom wait lines and some issues you're having with that, and also some solutions that could be possible. So, you guys, what are some problems that you guys notice with the bathroom line system?
Well, the bathroom line system is a bit of a complicated one. When COVID was going on, sort of before COVID, it had to be one at a time. Now it's sort of this: watch them, make sure they go in, make sure they don't make noise. So as long as we keep eyes out, make sure there's order as far as the boys not doing anything, the girls not doing anything. It gets tricky sometimes, but it's easy to manage.
Do you have any thoughts?
That's true. Also, every student must have their ID card with them. The OSIS number is our main factor. Swiping the kids into the lunchroom or from the bathroom, and also it's a good way of finding out where they are at all times, basically. If anything should ever happen, God forbid, at least we know where they are at the last card.
So it's absolutely our responsibility to make sure that we carry that card with us. So, what are some other solutions that we are maybe thinking of for mitigating those long wait times? Do you guys have any more?
I would say one good thing would be to make sure the students know the time, as far as 10 minutes before, 10 minutes after the bell. As long as they get that time together, they should be okay.
Yeah, so the first 10 minutes of the period and the last 10 minutes of the period is actually closed. So you have the 20 minutes in between to use the bathroom. And let's be curious of the students who actually have to use the bathroom instead of holding past the whole entire period, walking around the hallways all day long, every single period, and not going to class and not learning. So I appreciate it if everyone would have their cards and stay on their lines, be quiet, and be respectful of other students as well as teachers.
So be courteous of other people's personal needs. The bathroom is the bathroom and nothing more. So another issue that we've recently had to deal with is the fact that the facilities for swiping in your card to use the bathroom are now understaffed. There used to be 2 people, one for the boys and one for the girls' restrooms, and now there's only 1. So that can kind of increase wait times, and also, we have to be grateful for people that do take on that role, because managing the swipes for everyone is a large task. Is there anything else you guys have to add?
Yes, I would say definitely if there were 2 people, 2 attendants attending the bathroom, it would be a lot easier and a lot more efficient. So
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you for your time and for your opinions.
Thank you.
Hello, FDR. Today we're here with
Mr. Stanko.
Hi, Mr. Stenka. We have a few questions for you here today. So as the APL sport, what is your biggest pet peeve?
There's a lot, but if I had to pick one, to play a sport at FDR, you need certain paperwork. So incomplete paperwork, because then we have to give it back to the kids. They have to redo all the documents and get it back to me. It's just a delay. So incomplete paperwork.
All right. So there's many sports happening at FDR. Do you have a favorite sports season?
A favorite? It's like picking a favorite child. I love them all. All sports, from football in the fall, to wrestling in the winter, to track in the spring. They're all my favorite. We have 26 different teams. I love them all.
All right, Mr. Stenko, you've been at FDR for how many years?
Long time, 20 years.
All right, is there like a favorite sports story about a student that you have?
A favorite? I'm gonna give an easy one. It's just the great stories, the underachievers, people that weren't supposed to succeed, and they go over and they win and they do the best they can. So there's many, just I love them all.
Thank you, FDR. See you next time on CNN.
Hello, I'm MD and I'm here to show you guys an interview with peer mediation teachers, Ms. Heller and
Ms. Snyder.
Ms. Snyder. Would you guys like to explain to us what peer mediation is?
Hi, peer mediation is basically a place in the building where students are trained to solve various conflicts in the building, and the goal in mind is to keep the students in conflict from getting in trouble, so we guide them to coming to a resolution that they both agree upon so that they can coexist in the building without any further consequence.
I'd like to add on that I think it's a really great program because conflict is very natural, especially when it comes to teenagers, and it's a way to also teach students in the building that, you know, things can be resolved without hands and really just using words and taking a deep breath and a step back. It's actually a really good skill to have, and both our mediators and the students being mediated to benefit from the program.
Many students have been worried about their anonymity when they go to a peer mediation office. They are worried that they cannot protect themselves from their parents, and they're scared about what will happen to them if their parents or their legal guardians find out about their school issues. Would you guys like to say about how this would work out for students?
Well, in general, once the matter has reached our office, we really are not the ones in the building who sit down and call parents regarding their matters unless something really, really serious that we have to report comes up. And so far, that's never happened in our office. In fact, one of the things that we teach our mediators is that they have to maintain confidentiality. So whatever happens in this room, they're not allowed to go tell their friends, and we tell the people who are in conflict that they have to try to keep it between themselves and what goes on in this room as well.
I'm going to add on to that. It's important for us to mention that if it's a serious situation, a situation that can actually end up with somebody harming themselves or harming somebody else, or just a harmful situation in general, educators are what they call mandated reporters. So sometimes, certain situations, the parents have to be notified. However, I will tell you that the dean's office handle it in a very private way. They usually call parents and say, listen, your son or daughter or whoever was in a conflict today, and they're going to work it out in peer mediation, and if they can work it out, it's going to be over. I don't necessarily think that the deans give a lot of detail, as long as students are willing to come in here and give mediation a shot.
Has peer mediation been successful in helping children with their problems that have been going through schools?
For the most part, it has. Like, we haven't really seen anybody coming back with the same conflicts over and over again, and most of the time, the people that are in conflict usually do come to some sort of agreement and, you know, keep their distance or make up, rebuild friendships or whatever it is that they come to and agree upon. And our mediators are very trained in helping them, you know, come to this resolution on their own as well. So we feel it has been very successful.
I also feel it's been pretty successful because we've happened to pick up new mediators that actually have been in here because they themselves have been in conflict, and if a student responds really well to the mediation process, sometimes we often offer that student a place in the office, in the mediation office, and some of our best mediators were actually in mediation 1 or 2 times prior to becoming a mediator.
Many students have been wondering how can they become a peer mediator, and what benefits does it give to them to be part of the school and helping other students?
Okay, so this year we're completely full of mediators every period. We don't really have much room, but people graduate, people leave, people have different circumstances that they want to entertain. So in the fall 2023 semester, we'll have openings, and they can come by and they can fill out an application, and they can go through the training process, which includes the veteran mediators guiding them through how to become successful mediators. The benefits that they get is conflict resolution skills, improving upon their social skills. They build a nice close-knit network amongst the mediators, amongst themselves, and it also gives them community service hours which they can use on their college applications.
Plus, we all know that there's perks to working for the school and being part of the mediation office, the student government office, being the student ambassador. There's always like a little bit of extra perks for students who are way more involved with school and their school day.
All right, thank you guys so much for your time to help us with this interview. And if any students have any problems that they think can be resolved in school, you guys should be happy and welcome to come to room 137 for peer mediation. It's open, what periods, guys?
All day. All day, basically, except periods 1 and maybe periods 8, but in general, you could still find us there most days.
If you guys ever need help, they're more than willing to help you guys. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, reporters, for your valiant efforts on the field.
And that's all for this week. Goodbye.
Bringing good news just for you.